Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I am Lilac Boots, and I am here with my fabulous co-host, Frank Grouch. What's up, Frank?
Hey y'all. Hey Boots.
So this week's episode is really special because it is the 3-year anniversary of The Scroll. Oh my god. I started this podcast with a wonderful friend of mine. Shout out to Kajo Nuj on January 16th, 2020. Little did we both know how much our lives would change, especially since that was 2 months before the the lockdown. I mostly started this show just to show the type of conversations that me and my friends normally have anyway. So I thought it was just a good idea to turn into a podcast. I mean, everybody seems to give their own opinion these days. I mean, what's the harm in giving our opinions on video games? I don't see how that's so hurtful. Um, yeah, so I'm so glad. I'm so grateful. And we also passed 300 plays, so I'm also grateful for that. All right, well, let's get into it. So I actually wanted to start off something a little bit off topic today. Even it's not super off topic because Netflix does have little mobile games on their Netflix app, which I actually just noticed maybe I want to say 2 months ago because I just happened to decide to watch something on my phone, which I rarely do. And I saw these little Netflix games or whatever. But anyway, so there was a comment given by Netflix's co-CEO Ted Sarandos. And there there was an entire interview between both Netflix CEOs, but there was just one one portion of that interview that I had to point out. So the question that was asked was, how has the evolution of the business affected your relationship with the creative community? Online, there are constantly people outraged about shows getting canceled. And then this fool says, we have never canceled a successful show. A lot, of a lot of these shows were well intended, but talk to a very small audience on a very big budget. The key to it is you have to be able to talk to a small audience on a small budget and a large audience at a large budget. If you do that well, you can do that forever. First of all,
good thing Netflix surely knows how to do that.
First of all, what you're not going to do is you're not going to talk down to us like we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. You cancel shows, okay? Whether the audience is small or large, you cancel shows. I can give two very big examples of two shows that I know everyone was watching and you decided to cancel anyway. Those two shows I'm going to say is one was The Get Down, okay? And then the second one was Sense8. And I know the entire world was watching Sense8. So let's stop it, okay? Let's just stop, okay? You canceled the show for, I don't even know what their metrics are for deciding to cancel shows. But it seemed like they just want to cancel shows out the
what I'm starting to think is that Netflix is, we all know that Netflix is a global streaming powerhouse. They have Netflix India, Netflix Japan, Netflix Germany, Netflix all over the fucking world, right? And we live in America and we watch Netflix and we watch what we watch and we have our shows that we're like, yo, where did this show go? Like for me, One Day at a Time was my Sense8. The One Day at a Time had Rita Moreno and a couple other Latin actresses and actors in the reboot of a show that was an old sitcom. It was a good sitcom. It was funny. It was poignant. They had things that were going on now. And then they canceled it after season 3.5 because for whatever reason it just wasn't getting enough. And I get that it's probably, so my thought process behind this, once I sit back and take my hate for the CEO nonsense away, because I think they're all just a bunch of yes men, is they're not canceling shows in America because American audiences don't like them. The American audiences do like them. They're canceling them because the global reach isn't what they thought it would be, which is stupid because I've noticed that they're pushing more global things on Netflix to Americans, a lot of Dutch shows and and I'm not just saying Bollywood either. It's it's Dutch shit, German
Chinese
shit,
French shows.
Chinese shit, Spain. I get that there's other Netflix is a global thing, but you should open up divisions for your Netflix. Like, if I can't browse Netflix Europe, I don't want to give a fuck about what Netflix Europe thinks about the shows that we watch in Netflix America.
Right.
And I know there's a difference because people are telling me on these Netflix groups that I'm in that they're watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on Netflix. And I'm like, I don't got that here. So, like, y'all got different things. So why don't you just open up different divisions of Netflix, like Netflix US, and stop canceling shit that Americans are talking about and leave it alone? You can even seek in some British shows because we like the British shit sometimes, but, like, relax.
Because Sherlock was on there, too, at one point.
Like, I'm not saying the stuff they put on here is bad. It's just like y'all cancel shit because it's not triggering over in fucking Palestine or some shit. And, like, that's not what we're watching. We're not over there. We're in America. We're watching this here in American Netflix. Chill out. That's all.
And also, here's my other thing. And here's another reason. Let's say that was their reason for doing that. I still feel like that's cap. Because the best example I could give is I'm still going to bring up Sense8. Because everybody in the goddamn universe was watching that show, okay? That was such an international show. Like, you couldn't get away from it. Like, half the characters were from different countries. One chick was from Iceland. The other chick was from India. One guy was from Kenya. Like, come on. Like, really? Like, I feel like that's a little bit cap because and also, I remember when they first announced that the show was going to get canceled and they got so much backlash off of that one show. I've never seen so much backlash over any show since that one. Like, it was so bad to the point where they had to finish it. Like, they had to finish it. They had to, this special, like this series finale special, which was basically like a 2-hour long movie, just to satisfy everyone. So I ain't even trying to hear all that because I feel like they just cancel shit just whenever. And also, I'm not even gonna go to the shows that have been on for like 2-3 seasons and they just decide to like clap them after that. They've canceled so many shows that have only been on for like one season. It's ridiculous. Like I can't even name half of the things half of the shows that they've done that to.
One of them is Blockbuster. They were so happy about releasing Blockbuster, the shit didn't take because nobody gave a fuck. Nobody was asking for a show about Blockbuster, the goddamn store.
They really
Nobody cares. You could have made a movie and had fun with it and like had a nostalgia fest about the last videotape that had to be returned to Blockbuster and 2 friends go on a road trip to the last Blockbuster in America and just do like a fucking almost like hold on. Oh, Howard and Kumar go to White Castle, but it's just like Steve and Alan go to Blockbuster, but like not like a high trip, just like a coming of age movie or some shit. Like you do a whole 90s retro love fest or some dumb shit. Have all kinds of random cameos from stars past. Could have did that. That would have been much better. It would probably been received better because who the fuck is out here caring about Blockbuster as a series?
Yeah.
Nobody. And then they had the audacity to go try and cancel Wednesday, and everybody was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I didn't know they tried to do that.
Put this shit out, and you're not going to renew it for a season 2?" Yeah, that's why they had to walk that shit back. Then they have the nerve to release shit like Troll. Nobody asked for Troll. Who asked for Troll? Nobody.
Is that European?
Big Mouth got like 9 seasons and like 2 spin-offs, and I like the show Big Mouth as a premise. I really enjoy the concept, but no, y'all not going to jump down my throat in the comments talking about you watching kiddie porn. No, it's a show about kids whose imaginations have them going through puberty and the shit they deal with. You were a fucking teenager. You were a fucking adolescent. You went through puberty. Did you fuck a pillow? I don't know. That's when you decide if you want to divulge that information. But don't act like people don't do this shit in real fucking life.
Exactly.
It's not like they're out here like y'all take shit too far. But my point is, Big Mouth got like 6 seasons and 2 spinoffs, and y'all just cancel shit left and right for no reason. Like Sense8, which was a good show.
It was great.
But like here we are.
It's wonderful.
Arguing about this because y'all think y'all don't know what y'all think you know what y'all talking about, and y'all don't.
Exactly. We've never canceled a successful show. Like, do you hear yourself? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. We literally named like 5 shows that were successful that they canceled. Like, I don't understand. Like, what? And I didn't know they tried to cancel Wednesday. That's wild because everybody said that show was great.
saying that they weren't going to renew it for a season 2. And everybody was like, why would you not renew it for a season 2? We all liked this show. It was a hit.
Exactly.
What are you talking about? So, like, I dug up a list. And I have the list of everything that Netflix canceled in 2022 alone.
Wow.
Number 1, I'm going to give you the list in order.
Go ahead.
And this is cool because they give you a premiere date and a cancel date. Blockbuster, the show with Randall Park and Melissa Fumero of Brooklyn Nine-Nine fame, premiered November 3rd, canceled December 16th. Y'all didn't even try to give it a chance.
A month?
Most of the Netflix has so much stuff. They want instant gratification.
Yeah.
But you gotta give people a chance to discover your show.
Yeah. They have too much content.
You gotta be able to go find the show to watch it to see why it's funny.
Yeah.
Just because it didn't hit in literally 2 weeks doesn't mean that it wasn't good. We have to get a chance.
Yeah, it's too much content, and they expect people to dive into their freaking menu. People got time for that, and then they want to cancel half the shit. Sometimes I'm pretty sure they cancel shit I never even heard of. I'm sure.
July. Next is Warrior Nun, July 2nd premiere, 2020, first season, and then November 10th, 2022, and then it was canceled December 13th of 2022.
Wow.
It was a comic adaptation. I think it was 2 seasons they had total, and that was it. Maybe 3. The Bastard Son of the Devil himself premiered October 28th. Canceled December 9th. It was a magic show that was from England. Didn't work out.
Oh, actually, let me bring up another show that they messed up. Hold up. They brought up, there's another show that this is what also pisses me off. They took another show that was canceled from another network, brought the shit back, and then canceled it after that. What the hell was that damn show with Kiefer Sutherland? The one where he was playing the congressman or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm talking about. No. That was Kevin Spacey. What you call it? What the hell was the name of that show? Basically, the plot of the show was that, when you basically when there's a big Congress, there's a big meeting, either if it's the head of state speech or whatever the case, and they all have to meet in the House of Congress. One person from each political side, Democrat and Republican, has to stay either stay in a separate building or whatever the case, just in case somebody decides to blow up.
Is it Congress. Designated survivor?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. So so each person has to stay. Each from Democrat and Republican side has to stay in a separate building, just in case somebody decides to blow up Congress or whatever the fuck. But that was a great show. Okay, that was a great show. It was originally on, I think, Fox, and then Fox had it for 2 seasons, and then they canceled it. But Netflix had the license for it, so I guess when they saw how everybody was tuning into it, they decided to renew the shit themselves for a 3rd season. But then after that, they decided to cancel it right the fuck after that. I was like, yo, what the hell? This is the type of shit that they be doing. Come on, you cannot be doing that. You know everybody liked that show. You decided to bring it back.
Here's the trick, though. They keep saying they don't cancel popular shows. So Blockbuster didn't really do anything. Warrior Nun was in Netflix's top 10. Peaking at 7. Okay. So that means enough people are watching it for it to crack the Netflix top 10, right?
Okay.
Same with The Bastard Son and the Devil himself. Cracked number 7 in the Netflix top 10. 30 million hours watched. Pretty good stuff. You got The Midnight Club, debuted October 7th, canceled December 1st. I think it was supposed to be I don't know what that was supposed to be. I never watched it. It was an anthology story or something. But this one popped on it debuted number 4 in the Netflix top 10, and then it rose to 3 and then fell to 5. That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
For you to cancel it in 2 months. You got the end, but they canceled the Halloween show on December 1st. It's a Halloween show. You wait till October. I bet you the viewership for Midnight Club shoots through the roof. All you got to do is make another season with another anthology.
Exactly.
Not hard to do.
Yeah.
The Imperfects. This came out in September and was canceled in November. It was in the 3 weeks top 10 of Netflix, so it was number 10. 35 million hours watched. It's a lot. Partner track, August to November. Peaked at number 4 in the Netflix top 10. Sounds pretty popular to me. Let's see. Here you go. Fate the Winx Saga, some magic-y shit.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
January 22nd, 2021. And then September 16th, 2022 was season 2. It was canceled November of last
I
year.
kind of understand why that was canceled, though. That specifically, I kind of understand.
You understand?
Yes, that show specifically, the Fate Wink Saga one.
Yeah.
Because originally it basically was a live action version of a cartoon that already was out. So it's kind of like, all right, well, why are you? Nobody asked for a live action version of.
Right, but even though nobody asked for it, it was number 2 in the top 10 for 2 weeks.
That's not very long.
So I mean, yeah, but to crack Netflix's number 2 spot in the top 10
Mm-hmm.
is impressive in 2 weeks because that means everybody watched it. But the problem is, like, Disney Plus has it right, and I understand that people don't, like, people want to binge, but like, here's what happens: you binge through a series in 3 days.
Yeah.
You're not going to watch it again.
Yep.
Your series now is dead.
Yeah.
Because nobody's watching it longer than a week. So it's like, well, why are we doing this again? And that's what the problem Netflix has done. Like, so like these shows aren't necessarily bad. Oh, this show was bad. Resident Evil was July 14th, canceled on August 26th. That shit was ass. It was so bad. Lance Reddick was like the only saving grace about that show, and I'm glad he was. Sorry that he had to do that, but yeah. There's a show called First Kill that debuted in June, and then was nixed in August. It peaked at number 5. I'm sorry, number 3, and then started number 7 and peaked number 3. Okay. And it was in the midst of Stranger Things' big summer push.
Oh, okay, so, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a show Q Force, which I think was about what is it? Superhero show. Oh, it's an undervalued group of LGBTQ super spies as they go on personal and professional adventures. So like, okay. But that was animated. They messed up. Midnight Gospel, April 2020, June 3rd, 2022. Never made the top 10, but I heard good things about that show. Space Force, May 2020, dropped as a parody. And February 2022 was season 2. April 29th last year was canceled. That's fine. I never thought the show was going to be that good anyway because it was so niche of a thing.
Yeah. I saw the first two episodes, and it was okay, but I didn't think it was gonna be like a super smash like hit or whatever.
Right. Spent 1 week on the Netflix top 10. Yeah. Yeah. Raising Dion was canceled. 2 seasons.
I'm not surprised.
Archive 81 was a series that was canceled. Also, I guess it was pretty good. I think it was what is this? Oh, videotapes? Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch that. Babysitter's Club, 2 seasons canceled.
That's fine.
Another Life, 2 seasons canceled. Yeah, well, you know. Did you know Paris Hilton had a cooking show?
I think so.
Yeah.
Was it on Netflix? I thought it was on something else.
It was on Netflix. Oh. Yeah. There's a show called Hentai-fied, which was about a comedy about Mexican Americans dealing with.
Oh yeah, I heard about that show. That got canceled too.
It was canceled. 2 seasons canceled January last year.
Damn.
There was a show called Pretty Smart, which starred Emily Osment.
I watched that. I actually thought that was pretty okay. I thought that was pretty good. So I'm not sure. Yeah, but whatever. It wasn't that popular.
Yeah. Netflix being Netflix, man, they had popular shows that got canceled enough, and it's just like, what are you talking about? So, yeah, moving on.
Yeah, so, just Netflix.
And the reason that's tied to gaming is because I stream Netflix on my PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because for someone to say that we've never canceled a successful show, that's like, that was a bit of a reach, and, I mean, come on, really? Give me a break. Alright, next. So, GTA Online has a major security vulnerability. Again. So, GTA Online, or Grand Theft Auto Online, is currently under threat from serious security vulnerabilities, and a fix from Rockstar is still being worked on. The issue was highlighted by fans on social media and was first shared by Tez2, a Twitter account that reports updates on Rockstar titles. That's convenient. The tweet was reported on by other content creators and finally drew comment from Rockstar themselves. Oh, side note, if
Yeah.
anyone's looking for like an IT support position or anything like that, I did see on LinkedIn that they specifically were hiring like Rockstar Games in New York City. So if anybody's in like the New York City area, um, apply if you feel like you want to join them. So the original tweet reads, "New extreme exploits have appeared, allowing cheaters to remotely add, remove, modify. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be modify your stats and permanently corrupt your account, aka ban/delete, avoiding playing without a firewall rule or playing at all." So this is not the first security vulnerability to afflict GTA Online, nor is it the only problem the MMO is currently experiencing. Other community creators took the opportunity to highlight long-standing bugs, exploits, and hacks that are relatively easy for bad actors to access and execute. This includes invulnerability via God modes, a glitch that removes the cooldown on a powerful orbital cannon strike, and other ways to harass fellow players. I have a comment on that. First of all, as someone who mods their games, I do use God mode, but that's only just to get through like the plot of the game, especially if I've already played it. Like if I don't feel like dealing with, like, say if I was playing an RPG that took place in the woods and I have to get from point A to point B, and I don't feel like dealing with all the highwaymen that come out of the trees, I just put the God mode on and I just kill them so I can move the hell on. That's like my reasoning for using God mode. But the service that I use, they tell you not to use God mode when you're playing online because you can get banned, and then they're gonna be like, okay, well, don't come crying to us when you can't use God mode in the game anymore. I'm like, come on. So Rockstar released a tweet stating they intend to resolve these issues in a security-related update. There is no frame on when this update will arrive. Um,
I
so,
don't hate. I'm sorry. I don't hate the concept of God mode, but it doesn't make sense. Like, I get it
in
a game where it's you versus just wave after wave of enemy.
hmm
Do I like it? No, because it takes the challenge out of it. But sometimes I want to play a game. I don't really want to beat challenges. I just want to beat up on some bad guys for like an hour and call it a day. Like, I don't want. Sometimes I want that, but like, I don't understand. I don't get, and this falls in line with anybody who does cheating for multiplayer online games.
Yeah.
If you don't want to deal with, if you want to be the king shit of the game, get fucking good. Like, because at the end of the day, if you take off your cheat mechanics, you're not as good as you think you are. So therefore, you have to come to terms with you cheating means you suck, and you just have to deal with that because you not going. And I'm using a recent game of my own, 37-9 in a Call of Duty lobby by yourself off the strength of your skill. If you got to use some sort of cheat mechanic, you're not doing that in what is that? Grand Theft Auto. You're not taking out jets and people on the ground and stopping cargo unharmed without your cheat mechanic because you're not good at the game. At the core of it all, people have this weird need to get this sort of fake gratification from somebody who nobody's paying you any attention to being griefy, but here you are flying around with God mode because you gotta feel better than everybody, even though you're not, because you're cheating. We can just sit in your own fucking private lobby and do what you want.
Exactly.
But here we are. Now there's cheats on GTA. People breaking whole accounts. It's stupid.
Yeah. And I remember seeing, like, just from the years gone by of people complaining about GTA Online. Well, not really the game itself, but just other people who, want to ruin it for everyone else. So, yeah. GTA Online is a fun and bombastic crime sandbox, and Rockstar updated the game over the summer of 2022 to allow users to complete their business missions in private lobbies, which afford some measure of protection from hackers and bad agents. But the game continually struggles due to its online infrastructure, or lack thereof. Rockstar has recently added a taxi business and asset deals to the game, so there's plenty of content to enjoy. Unfortunately, hell is other people, and the continual hacking and exploiting means that the game is currently a gamble. Can't argue with that.
I stopped playing GTA like 3 years ago, and sometimes I miss the goofy lobbies people do, but I'm glad I am not going back.
I've never played GTA Online because I just don't feel like dealing with people online. So, all right. Next, so Microsoft is confirming their first physical showcase in 4 years. So Xbox has confirmed it will return to Los Angeles for a showcase this summer ahead of the first physical E3 show. Summarizing its developer direct digital event in a blog post on Wednesday, the company wrote, as we announced previously, in order to dedicate the proper amount of time for a deep dive into Bethesda Game Studios' Starfield, a standalone show is in the works. In addition to this, our teams are working hard and look forward to sharing even more of what is next for our fans when we return to Los Angeles for our yearly showcase this summer. So after a 4-year break, a physical E3 show is set to be held in June at its traditional venue of the Los Angeles Convention Center. Just days before the revamped E3 returns, Summer Game Fest, the digital showcase helmed by journalist Jeff Keighley, will hold a live show at the YouTube Theater at Hollywood Park in Inglewood, California. Neither E3 nor Summer Game Fest have yet announced which publishers will attend their events, but Xbox's announcement suggests it will likely have a presence in LA during the same window. Billing itself as the global fan celebration of what's next in video games, Summer Game Fest will return for its fourth year with a live kickoff show on Thursday, June 8th, 2023, less than a week before E3. Details for E3's revamped 2023 format, which will see separate business and consumer events split between 4 days in June, were revealed late last year. E3 2023 will officially run from Tuesday, June 13th until Friday, June 16th, according to organizer Reed Pop, which has taken over the running of the flagship industry event from the Entertainment Software Association. Under the revamped format, the first 2 days of E3 2023, June 13th and 14th, will be reserved exclusively for business. The third day will welcome both business and consumer visitors, which is June 15th, while the final day, June 16th, will be dedicated to consumers. So yeah, if you want to see the showcases, just buy a ticket to LA. It'll be this June.
I think that's good. That's good for Microsoft, man.
Yeah, I think it's good for all those showcases that they're finally doing like a physical showcase. I didn't think it was been 4 years though, because I just assumed, just especially from the Game Awards last year, that they were letting people in the buildings again, because there were definitely people at the Video Game Awards last year. So. Okay. Next, so Sony apparently is trying to stop Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard, which not really surprised. So Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan reportedly met EU antitrust boss Margaret Vestager on Wednesday to discuss Microsoft's proposed acquisition of Activision Blizzard. So that's according to a Reuters source who declined to provide details of the discussion between PlayStation's boss and Vestager. Microsoft is seeking to complete a $68.7 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard, but what would be the game industry's biggest ever deal by far has been met with fierce opposition from Sony and concerns from European, US, and UK regulators. And what would be the...
I just want to point out, I like how Sony's forcing the biggest opposition, but they literally just said US, UK, and EU business people. So it's clearly not just Sony if 3 different governmental fucking trade and whatever the fuck business practice lawyer people are. I don't know their title. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
It's clearly not just Sony if 3 different countries are saying this looks shady. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Yeah. He's off of Sony. That's not them. It's shady. It's a shady thing. God damn.
I think it's similar to what's going on with I don't know if anybody's been reading the news, but I've been seeing that they're protesting against Ticketmaster and basically saying they can't be the only ones that control how people purchase tickets for like live concerts and shows and all of that. So yeah, I think it's similar to that. If I had to guess.
Yeah, nah, I feel you. It's one of those things, man.
Right. So in what would be the latest setback in the road to completing the deal, the EU is this week expected to issue Microsoft with a charge sheet setting out its concerns about the acquisition. It recently said Microsoft was hoping to offer remedies to EU regulators in an attempt to avert a statement of objections and shorten the regulatory process. However, it's claimed the EU was not open to remedies without first sending out its charge sheet. Excuse me. The U.S. Federal Trade Commission recently sued Microsoft in a bid to block the acquisition, which the regulator argues would enable the company to, quote, suppress competitors to its Xbox console, subscription content, and cloud gaming business. Among other concerns, regulators have expressed worries that the deal could significantly reduce PlayStation's ability to compete, given that it would see Microsoft gain ownership of the Call of Duty series, which Sony has called irreplaceable. In a bid to address these concerns, Microsoft recently said it had offered Sony a 10-year legally enforceable contract to make each new Call of Duty game available on PlayStation the same day it comes to Xbox. The FTC filed its lawsuit attempting to block the acquisition in a bid to dissuade EU regulators from accepting a settlement allowing the deal, Bloomberg sources claimed this week. The acquisition would also give Microsoft exclusive ownership of franchises including Warcraft, Overwatch, Crash Bandicoot, and Guitar Hero. The European Commission is scheduled to rule on the deal by April 11th. The UK's Competition and Markets Authority recently delayed plans to publish its final report on the acquisition by up to 8 weeks. It will now be published by April 26th.
Okay, outside of the fanboy standpoint, that people are going to hit me on because I love Sony. It's bad for business if Microsoft acquires ActiBliz. Because what does Microsoft need ActiBliz for?
My question is, why does Blizzard want to sell themselves to Microsoft?
Blizzard's trying to get out from under their fucking lawsuit problem. That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're trying to do. This is all a bigger distraction than the dumbass lawsuits because their CEO is a fucking dickhead.
Oh,
that's what.
So I recommend between all of these companies, I feel like Nintendo should shoot their shot also.
No, because Nintendo doesn't have a console that can do what people want it to do. Like, what are they gonna do? Put on more Overwatch for Switch only? That's not gonna work.
I mean, I guess they can take over Guitar Hero.
When's the last time anybody played Guitar Hero, Boots?
Well, I don't know. There was in the article. I'm just saying that they still own the franchise, so clearly they're using it somehow.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, man.
But what I was trying to say was that I feel like they should split up the franchises between the companies.
I just don't understand why.
Since Blizzard's a sack of shit anyway.
Yeah, I just don't understand what Microsoft needs ActiBliz for. That's what I don't understand. That's basically what I'm saying.
Probably trying to take over, just like Ticketmaster.
Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, I feel like this is more of a business thing as opposed to like what the fans enjoy. They're just trying to, make more money. I mean,
yeah,
that's what it seems like. It just seems like just another way for companies to just take over and, make all the money and, the usual. Okay. So that's all I have for the general news. Did you have anything, Frank?
No.
All right. So we'll be right back with we're just gonna catch up and let you guys know what we were playing and also some game announcements. We'll be right back. Hey guys, just want to give a quick shout out to Kidder Cat. She sells candles and wax melts. They are made of 100% all natural soy wax. It is a Black woman owned and operated business. You can buy her candles at terran-made.com. That's TERRAN made.com. And we're back. All right, so I guess I could just start off with like the games that I've been playing lately. But I actually want to bring up something that I read the other. I think it was just yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I did not. Basically, it was about so I don't know if you guys heard about the new. It's a new game that just came out that everyone's like buzzing about online. I believe it's called Hi-Fi Rush. So Hi-Fi Rush is like a, what should I call it?
High
Hi-Fi.
Five Rush looks like if Jet Set Radio and Metal Health Singer had a baby.
Yes, yes, that's like the perfect description. But to like give like a sort of feel for the game, it's like a rhythm action game. So like everything you do in that game is like based on the rhythm. But you also
It's a
get to
WarioWare adventure game.
say it again.
A WarioWare adventure game.
Correct. So I tried it last night. No, not last night. I tried it Friday night. Yes, I tried it Friday night, and I thought it was fun. I liked it. I loved it. There's a little cat in the game called 808, which is so cute. Um, and I just think it's really good. But what I actually wanted to point out was there was this article that was on Game Rant, and the woman who wrote it, Jessica Barton, she actually pointed out a simulation to it that I actually made myself. What she had said was how basically how the game kind of gave you like that minor fix if you're missing Sunset Overdrive. So I kind of had the same vibes when I was playing the game because the humor, the voice acting, and all of that totally reminded me of Sunset Overdrive. So it's like if you're missing Sunset Overdrive and you've played it like 5 times, like I have, and you're really feeling for a sequel, and you know for a fact that Insomniac Games is not really working on that right now, I think this is the perfect game to kind of sort of replace that feeling. Um, because it's just so similar in the feeling. But also, it does look like Jet Set Radio. It looks exactly like Jet Set Radio. Like it has the same art style. So, if you're interested in that, then yeah, I would totally try Hi-Fi Rush. It's available now for PC and Xbox Series X/S. Um, yeah. So, besides Hi-Fi Rush, what I've been playing, I kind of stopped with the outer. Sorry, I was about to say the Outer Worlds, and that's definitely not the Outer Worlds. I definitely stopped with No Man's Sky. Not to say that I got bored with the game, but I've just been so busy that I've actually had time to like sit and.
That game is a lot.
It is, and I haven't had time to like sit and absorb. What planet I'm on, what missions I need to do. I just haven't had time, and I've just been playing. I'm going back to my city building roots, and I've been playing Zeus of Poseidon because it's just really quick, and I already know that game inside and out, and I know what I have to do. So that's what I've mostly just been playing. Trying to think what else. Yeah. How about you, Frank? What have you been playing?
Last time we talked, I mentioned that I beat and got the platinum for God of War Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up. I haven't gotten too much, but I beat Midnight Suns since we last spoke. I may have mentioned that. I don't remember. I might have. But I beat that. I've been playing through Midnight Fight Express again because sometimes, like I said, you just got to beat up things in the video game. I started playing Neo 2. I got frustrated, so I deleted it. Maybe I'll go back. I've been playing through Scarlet Nexus. I've been taking my time through it, and I'm really enjoying that game. The soundtrack is fire. The combat is fun, and it's a pretty intriguing story. Very well done RPG. Shout out to Breadman, aka Bredicus Rex, and I Am Artist for putting me onto that. I've been playing Destiny, Call of Duty. Yeah. Yeah. Said
Nice.
Destiny 2 with the Neverwhere. Shout out to Neverwhere, Dope Clan, and Call of Duty with the same people, just more violent. So.
Nice.
Oh, and Dead Cells. I brought Dead Cells back because I've been wanting a roguelike, so I've been playing with that. So,
Nice.
yeah.
All right. So I am going to start with our announcements. So starting off, we're gonna do the PlayStation Plus games that are leaving um in February. So those games are Metro Exodus, Saints Row the Third Remastered, and Red Roger. And leaving February 21st is Grand Theft Auto Vice City, the Definitive Edition, Pure Farming, Sparkle Unleashed, Agatha Christie, The ABC Murders, The Turing Test, The Book of Unwritten Tales 2, Skydrift Infinity, Sign Mora EX, and Whispering Willows.
I want to say, I'm looking at the same page.
Mm-hmm.
I plan on getting Forspoken soon, and also Dead Space Remastered. I never played Dead Space, so if next time we record, I'll let y'all know when I start, so you can tune in to either my YouTube series or watch it live on Twitch when I go through this game for the first time, literally ever. So
Nice. I think I saw a
yeah.
trailer for like a sequel to that, or either some game that was like similar, very similar to that. I
The
think.
Callisto Protocol just came out, which was similar to Dead Space, and what happened was it suffers from the fact that everybody knew the Dead Space remake was coming out in like 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
so they kind of just waited. So it didn't really do as well as it could have done.
Okay, yeah, it was definitely the Callisto Protocol. Now that I'm looking at the screenshots, yep, this is definitely it. Okay, next. So, if you have Amazon Prime, um, these are the Amazon Prime free games that are gonna come this coming month. So on February 2nd, the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind Game of the Year edition will be available, and Onsen Master. On February 9th, it will be Aerial Knights Never Yield and Divine Knockout. On February 16th, One Hand Clapping and oh, is this Batman animated series or is this just Bats? Actually, no, it's Bats. Sorry. See how excited I got? Oh my god.
Read
Bats.
the rest of the name, Boots.
Bats Bloodsucker Anti-Terror Squad. And
That's the actor right there.
and February 23rd, Space Crew Legendary Edition, Tunch or Tunch, I can't pronounce that, and Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator.
That's Tunchi. Like little no.
It's not no damn Tunchi. No, because I really thought I see because it was the BATS and Batman the Animated Series BTAS. I'm so used to seeing that acronym. I got excited. So never mind.
Rest in peace, Kevin Conroy.
Yes, rest in peace. Okay, next. So the Xbox and PC games coming in February or leaving. Let me see. Yeah, coming and leaving. So first I already explained the Hi-Fi Rush. It's also available on cloud. I said PC and console already, but it's also a cloud version. GoldenEye 007, which is very popular on the Nintendo 64, if you don't know about it, is available on the cloud and the console. RoboQuest, the game preview is available on the console. Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, I might check that out. It's going to be available in 2 days on January 31st, cloud and console. Let me see. Inculinati game preview, cloud, console, and PC will be available, Tuesday, January 31st. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R will be available on cloud, console, and PC on Tuesday. Darkest Dungeon, cloud, console, and PC will be available February 2nd. And the games that are leaving Xbox and PC Game Pass on Tuesday are Donut County for the cloud, console, and PC. Taiko no Tatsujin, the Drum Master, console and PC. Telling Lies, I actually have my own copy of that I have not played yet, and I feel ashamed, which is on cloud, console, and PC. And Worms WMD, cloud, console, and PC. So if you still want to keep playing those titles that are leaving, you can pick them up at discount for 20% off from the Microsoft Store. And next, Epic Game Store. Oh my god, they always have free games like all the time. I have to keep remembering to go back and check because I'll miss out on shit. Um, so the next three Epic Game Store titles have been revealed, and the next games are, let's see, Dishonored: Death of the Outsider and management tycoon game City of Gangsters will be free to claim from Epic's PC Marketplace from February 2nd to the 9th. They will replace Adios and Hell is Others, which are now free to download until February 2nd. Let's see. Yeah, so the Epic Game Store, they were giving away games, like one or more games daily during like their little 15-day spell over the Christmas like period or whatever. I kind of liked some of them, kind of didn't. They were okay, whatever. But basically, these were the types of games. There was Death Stranding, Dishonored Definitive Edition, Ex- Eximia Sees the Frontline, Bloons TD6, Horizon Chase Turbo, Costume Quest 2, Sable, Them's Fighting Herds, Wolfenstein The New Order, Fallout Classic Edition, Encased, Metro Last Light Redux, and Mortal Shell. Um, yeah. So those are the types of games that they had. But hang on one second. And then finally, oh, I want to talk about this game called Oddballers. I saw the trailer for it. It's for the Nintendo Switch. It's basically dodgeball. And if I had a Switch, all I'm gonna say is that I would have wanted to smoke from any and everybody because that game looks so much fun. That's all I have to say about that.
That's fine. It's fair. But
Yes.
Oddballs is going to be cool. I'm hoping it'll show up on um PlayStation at some point. But yeah, it's okay.
Yes. But that game looks so much fun. I was thinking about going back. That game reminded me so much of. I was thinking about going back into Overcooked. You know, if anybody wants to smoke, I'm here. Just message me. Okay, I would gladly play with Overcooked. Um, but that's all I really had for this week. I'm very proud of this podcast, and I'm so glad that I made it to 3 years. I honestly did not think.
Congratulations.
I didn't think it was gonna last this long. I was just like, oh my god, me and my friend were just gonna talk about this for like 5 weeks, and then nobody's gonna give a shit. Then we're gonna cancel it or whatever. But it's been 3 years, and I'm really happy. So, thank you everybody who's ever listened to even one episode. I'm very grateful. Um, that's all I had today. If you had anything you want to talk about, Frank.
No, yeah, I'm chilling.
All right. Well, again, thank you guys so much. I especially want to thank Ireland because after the United States, they're like our top listeners.
Hey,
So
shout out to Ireland.
yeah,
Bro.
shout out to Ireland. And thank you so much. And yeah, I hopefully will see you guys in definitely 2 weeks. All right.
All right.
Night.
Later.